information comes from my years of experience helping everyone from those who need to get bikini ready for summer to severe cases where patients need to lose large amounts of weight quickly or risk a life-ending heart attack. Regardless of your situation, I'm confident this information, if you apply it, will give you the results you're looking for. So put your phone on airplane mode for a minute here and get ready to take some notes. What you are about to see and hear will shock you, but it could also change your life. Let's start with harmful foods. Harmful food number 1 is yogurt. Did you know that General Mills Yoplait yogurt, which is also marketed to children as yogurt pops called Go-Gurt, contains twice as much sugar as an entire bowl of their cereal Lucky Charms? Yes, it's true. The way yogurt is marketed makes me sick. Fortunately, our American court system agrees. In 2013, General Mills paid $8.5 million to settle a class action lawsuit that claimed their Greek yogurt was not even a yogurt at all. Beware of any yogurt with added sugars. Keep in mind, a 6-ounce yogurt should have about 13 grams of naturally occurring sugar from milk, so anything over 20 grams is a big no-no. Also, beware of any yogurt claiming to give you probiotic benefits. When yogurt is pasteurized, it kills off many of those good bacteria. So unless you're making your yogurt at home, you're not going to get enough probiotic benefits to make a noticeable difference in your digestive tract. Also, steer clear of any yogurt containing the number 1 fat-forming ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. That leads me to my number 2 harmful food, wheat bread. You may have heard brown bread is better for you than white bread. Yes, that can be true. However, again, the big companies are taking advantage of you here. Both Wonder Bread Stone Ground 100% whole wheat and Pepperidge Farm 100% whole wheat cinnamon raisin swirl bread contain large amounts of my number 1 fat-forming ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. A 2004 study done at the University of Louisiana Medical Center by Dr. George A. Bray linked high fructose corn syrup to the rising rate of obesity in the United States. And I agree. Why is it so bad? 20 times sweeter than sugar, fructose is a chemical that isn't recognized by our brains. High fructose corn syrup confuses your ghrelin, which is the hormone that tells you when you're hungry. It also disrupts leptin production, which is the I'm full hormone. When these two hormones are out of whack, you never know when you're full. So what does your body do? It tells you to eat more and more and more. Dr. David Kessler, former head of the Food and Drug Administration, recently appeared on CBS News exposing how high fructose corn syrup literally forces your brain to make you eat more than you should. If you found yourself addicted to carbs and sweets, this is probably why. In a minute, I'm going to show you my natural fix for kicking this addiction, which alone could help you hit your weight goal, as if you're currently addicted, you may be eating for 2. Doctors have said it to be 8 times as addictive as cocaine or heroin, and new evidence shows over 80% of the American population could be hooked. After what I've seen from my experience, I agree. You see, one thing our bodies are extremely good at is turning unknown substances into fat. The reason we do this dates back to how our bodies were designed thousands of years ago when we got our food by hunting and gathering. Because we never knew when the next meal was coming. Our bodies would store fat in case of tough times. When you consume things like sugar or high fructose corn syrup, things our bodies were never designed to digest, our bodies get confused. So it does the only thing it knows how to do with the foreign substance. It adds it to your waistline, love handles, or butt. So beware of any food that contains high fructose corn syrup. You might as well be pouring fat into your waistline. That brings me to my number 3 harmful food, cereal bars. Kellogg's Special K is marketed as one of the premier healthy cereals on the shelf. Yet, in Special K Vanilla Crisp cereal bars, sugar is the component of the first ingredient and then emerges again as corn syrup. Fiber One oats and chocolate bars contain corn syrup, sugar, high maltose corn syrup, sugar cane fiber, and fructose. Honey Nut Cheerios milk and cereal bars have sugar, brown sugar syrup, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, and plain old fructose. That's a recipe for plain old weight gain, if you ask me. Okay, now that I've told you the 3 foods you must avoid, it's time for me to share my 4 natural fat loss helpers. However, before I do, I need to warn you. These 4 fat loss helpers can allow you to get away with eating more of the foods that aren't great for you, as they'll help your body better digest them and turn them into energy instead of fat. However, there's one carb you should never eat, no matter what. Can you guess how this carb is marketed to you? If you guessed the health food, you're correct. This carb is marketed to you in the form of a fat-free potato chip. Its scientific name is Olestra. Olestra was created by Procter & Gamble to be a calorie and cholesterol-free fat substitute. However, soon after Olestra appeared on the market, my colleagues and I fought back. We started educating the public to the dangers of this nasty carb. So how did the food conglomerates respond? They renamed it to Olean. Isn't that sneaky? Not only did they change the name to try and fool you, they put the word lean in it. It's truly appalling. However, with all the more reason, we, the public, need to educate ourselves. So give yourself a pat on the back for watching this presentation today, and don't forget to share it with the people you care about. Now, Olestra or Olean has now been studied by many of my peers. Their tests show it's far worse than gluten or any other carb you can eat. This is because it blocks your body from absorbing essential vitamins A, D, E, K. Common reactions include diarrhea, cramps, and leaky bowels, and that is just the start of the havoc this unnatural, addictive carb can wreak on your digestive system. It's no wonder Olean is banned in Canada, China, and the EU. Whatever you do, do not eat this ugly carb, whether you're using my 4 natural fat loss helpers or not. Here are the brands it's found in. The sad truth, there are more dangerous carbs like Olean out there, and the food conglomerates are inventing new ones every single day. Unless you go on an all-organic diet and prepare it in your own kitchen, today, in 2017, it's nearly impossible to know exactly what you're putting into your body. The sugar and sweetener content of our food has increased by a factor of 20 times over the last 50 years. Sugars are being added to things you would never expect. For example, here is a bratwurst from Germany, and here's one from America. What's the difference? Yep, you guessed. The American bratwurst contains 50 milligrams of added sugar. It's no wonder the rate of obesity in Germany stays around 10%, while in America it's at 34% and climbing. Here's what's really interesting to me. If you look at the diet of our country versus Germany, the German diet appears to be worse. Lots of fatty meats, pretzels, and fried dishes called schnitzel are the most popular foods, yet Americans are 3 times as fat. Years ago, when a patient would come to me and ask for advice on losing weight, I would first tell them, exercise more. However, in this day and age of fake health foods and beverages, exercise is no longer enough. Right about now, you may be wondering if it's possible to lose weight without going on an extreme diet or cutting out sugars and sweeteners completely. The good news is, yes, it is. The truth is, I hate diets. It seems like every few years a new diet pops up and thousands upon thousands of people rush to give it a try. This is good, don't get me wrong. I think diet is a good way to give your body a break from bad foods. However, the thing I dislike is dieting is temporary. Unless you have the discipline to make a diet permanent, it often creates a roller coaster of losing weight, then gaining it back. Nod your head if this has ever happened to you. This is why I don't recommend dieting as the best way to slim down. I feel the same way about cleansing. Have you ever tried a cleanse, then a few days later found yourself back to eating the same bad stuff? These are the reasons why I do not recommend dieting or cleansing to my patients or to you. Instead of doing something temporary, I recommend you take a lifestyle approach. A lifestyle approach is a strategy that works with your busy life, doesn't require drastic change, and gets you the results you want to see and feel. Last but not least, it's easy to maintain. Surprisingly, the lifestyle approach I'm going to spell out for you now can often result in fat loss faster than crash dieting. And the best part, it requires just one simple change that takes just 3 minutes a day and gives your body support in burning fat all day. Here's a graph on how fat loss works when you go on a crash diet. And here's a graph of how your fat loss can work when you take a lifestyle approach. Sure, it begins slower. However, notice how your weight is much more likely to stay off over the years? Which one would you prefer? If you're trying to drop 5 sizes in a week, go ahead and click away now. That's simply not possible to do in a safe manner without surgery. However, if you'd like to, watch your weight get lower and lower each and every day. Give your body the best chance at lasting weight loss that makes you feel great about the way you look, not have to worry about your fat ever coming back, and still enjoy your favorite foods, then pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. I urge you to combine the 4 things I'm about to share with you with daily physical activity for maximum results. However, if you fear your busy schedule may get in the way of daily exercise, then it's even more critical you take action here. While the information I'm going to share with you now is simple, it's taken me 2 decades of helping overweight patients get slim to discover it. I can confidently say that what I'm about to show you is something you have never seen before with any weight loss system, diet plan, workout regimen, or anything else. You see, most approaches try to go after the fat on your body directly. They either tell you to burn it off with intense exercise or tell you to starve it off with an extreme diet. Instead, I'm going to recommend you start at the source. I'm talking about your digestive system. As you know, your digestive system exists to help you process food. Food contains the building blocks of your body's tissues and is the source of your body's energy. However, today's food is very different from that of our ancestors. As I showed you with the 3 harmful foods, we often eat things our body has no idea how to turn into tissue or energy. And do you remember what your body does when it ingests something unknown? If you said turns it into fat, you're absolutely correct. Here's a little jingle I tell my patients to help them remember this. Your digestive system can either make you energy or it can make you fat, but it cannot make you both. Let me say that again because this is important. Your digestive system can either make you energy or it can make you fat, but it cannot make you both. So what is your digestive system doing now? Do you find yourself having lots of energy or sluggish? Do you need caffeine to get yourself through the day? If you found yourself having less energy and gaining more weight, I can tell you as a medical professional, your digestive system is to blame. Noted weight loss expert Dr. Jeremy Webster agrees. In his words, poor digestion is one of the common causes of weight gain. If you cannot break down your food, absorb your nutrients, and eliminate toxins effectively, your metabolism will suffer and you will most likely gain weight. Here are a few other warning signs your digestive system could be responsible for excess body fat. Food sensitivities. Yes, I'm talking about dairy or gluten, bloating, excessive trips to the bathroom or not being able to go to the bathroom completely, skin breakouts, low libido or for men, lack of bedroom performance, bloating, gas or cramps, bladder issues or infections, including yeast infections, depression, inability to concentrate or brain fog, allergy flare-ups, as well as low immune function. Do you find yourself suffering from any of these things? If you do, your digestive system needs more support. The good news is once you begin giving it the support it needs, you may notice not just fat loss, but a disappearance of other bothersome issues. It's amazing how much improving your digestion can improve every area of your body.